gonna rush us at A. They're gonna rush us at A. We have to counter rush.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Ico and Hulk here today, and today what I have for you is my very first weapon review guide type deal thing for Advanced Warfare. And today I'm going to be covering shotguns. I'm starting with shotguns primarily because a lot of people think they are completely useless in this game. I understand why. The range is absolutely horrendous in my opinion, but if you use these guns right, and you play really tactically in close quarters, then you can really dominate anybody who's trying to challenge you. Now, some of the maps I'd really recommend this gun for are Biolab, especially Biolab, Detroit, and Ascend. Now, these maps are very close quarters heavy. The objectives are very, I guess you could say, confined with where they are. And really, it makes it easy. Pop in a smoke, go dominate, mop up, really give you an advantage in close quarters. Now, one thing I really want to have you notice is that if you look on the barrel of the gun right there, you'll see a little red, yellow / green bar. It really depends on the range. I'll go and mark it for you right there. And there it is. And what this little bar indicates is your effective range. So as you can see, the further away I look, it turns red, and the closer I am to something, it turns green. So that pretty much just shows where your kill range is. So as you can see right there, I'm looking at that freight thing, and it's red, but when I get in closed doors, you can start seeing it starts flashing green and yellow. And it acts much like the EOTech site from Black Ops 2 had little red bars on the left side, and it showed you exactly what your range is. Just a bit more before I get into my recommended class of this gun. The gun I am using is the Elite variant, the Sledgehammer. So it's the Tac-19 Sledgehammer. What it does is it's +2 accuracy, -2 mobility, and -1 handling, I believe. You guys will see as soon as I get to the creative class section. But it doesn't really matter which variant you use because both of them are pretty similar. I like the Sledgehammer variant because it gives you +2 accuracy. So it'll help you down when you aim down your sights. It'll help tighten up that spread a little bit, but not entirely too much. So it really doesn't matter as far as the variants go with this weapon. Alright, so let's get over to my recommended class. I'm using the Sledgehammer variant Tac-19, plus extra accuracy, minus mobility, minus handling. Not really too big a deal there. Advanced rifling, a little bit extra range, and laser sight. Really help out with your hipfire spread, help you get those one-shot kills. Then I recommend overkill with an SMG, primarily the ASM-1. I put a red dot sight on it just because I don't really care much for the irons. And perks, lightweight and overcharge. Really important, you'll see why. Gung Ho speaks for itself. Blast suppressor, you gotta be sneaking, you're running close quarters, guys. You gotta be quiet, stay off the radar. Exo overclock, I'll explain to you as soon as we get into the gameplay, as well as the smoke grenade. Alright, so let's get right into it. Alright, so for this gameplay, we have free-for-all on the map Detroit. And unfortunately, I did Prestige before I was able to get the gameplay, so I had to go in and play some regular bots. And I feel that this is probably the best map to run this setup because you have a lot of bunch of close quarters corridors, and you have those sight lines where an SMG really dominates a more close range medium. So as you can see, I'm just running through, mopping up people that I see all around, and just trying to be as quick and as fast as possible. As soon as I get a kill, I try to get back into cover, and that's what overclock and lightweight are for. So those of you who don't know, you can stack overclock and lightweight. It gives you a really big speed boost, and this is imperative to make sure that you're able to move around quick, you're able to stay off the radar, and just be as nimble as possible. Because when you're using a shotgun that's close quarters, you can get gunned down really quickly if someone sees you on the radar and they just rush you. So you want to be able to get indoors as fast as you can. Also, the SMG comes in really handy because when you try to cross those long sight lines, you really do stand a chance. For example, right there, just switch right away, get back into cover where I know I'll survive, peek when I need to, and just try to play it as safe as possible. Now, one thing I did notice is that when you switch from your SMG to your shotgun, it's a little bit quicker. So when you're switching initially from your primary to your secondary, you may need to do a little preemptively, like for example when you're coming around a corner a little bit earlier than usual. But when you're switching from your shotgun to your SMG, it is a bit faster. So another thing, I just want to go over the perk selection. I already explained to you overclock and lightweight gives you the extra speed boost. Gung Ho is very important for shotguns in my opinion. It does allow you to fire while sprinting. That's very important because, as you all know, aiming down your sights, stopping, getting caught sprinting is probably one of the things that leads to your death the most. So Gung Ho really helps out with that. The only drawback is that you don't get your reticle to, I'm trying to think of the word, to close in. So as you can see, my reticles open up all the way. It really looks like sniper rifle reticle. And it's that's what really is a detriment to your range, is not being able to get the max hip fire out of it. But that's what the laser sight's for. It helps balance it out a little bit. It doesn't quite maximize your range, but it does help you out when you need it most. So firing while sprinting, very important. Smoke grenades, crossing major sight lines that you don't want to be seen through. Not many people run thermal from what I've seen. So I see it as a really strong choice, especially if you're running in momentum. Smoking a flag momentum, charging in, just mopping up, especially with the Bulldog or this Tac-19, really strong choice. Alright everybody, that pretty much wraps up my overview of the Tac-19. Just a brief recap. Tac-19 doesn't really matter which variant you use. Advanced rifling and laser sight, very strong attachments. Perks, you want to be fast. I recommend lightweight and overcharge, really paired with overclock to help you really get the most out of your speed. Gung-ho, firewall, sprinting, pretty obvious. Blast suppressor, you want to be quick, you want to be quiet. You're going to be boosting out of the way a lot, so you really don't want to be pinged on the map for that. Strongly recommend overkill because challenging those longer range sight lines really helps if you have an AR or an SMG. Shotguns, you can only boost so close to them before they gun you down. Alright guys, that's the video for today. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps you keep in touch with all of my future content. As soon as Call of Duty loses Crack Nation, I will be posting some more Destiny content. And as soon as Smash Brothers comes out, you better believe I'm going to find a way. I don't have a computer right now, but I will find a way to get that to you guys. Whether I record it with my iPad and post it or something, I don't know. It's going to be a great game. I'm going to want to share it with everyone. But yeah, that's the video for today. I hope you all enjoyed, and you have a nice day. Thanks.